to a very special episode of the Cobra Island channel this week. We will be reviewing the pursuit of Cobra Alley-Viper. And what's special about this video is it's presented to you by the generosity of Joe Motion Videos 82, Mr. Byron, because he sent me this figure back in September of last year. Yeah, it was September last year when I was doing Viper Month. And what was ironic, guys, I just did this version of Alley-Viper just prior to receiving this figure. So I can finally get around to doing this figure. So Byron, thank you very much for this very great contribution. But before we get to reviewing this pursuit of Cobra Alley-Viper, let's do our shout-outs of the week. First, Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street in Winchester, Virginia. Their website is www.backtothemedia.com. Their email address is backtothemedia@gmail.com. And you can find them on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Check them out for all your video game needs, music, movies, toys, more. They have Funko Pops, and they go back on their video game systems all the way back to the Atari. And kids, the Atari is the video games that us adults played for video games back in the day, young people. But and also, while you're in the neighborhood, go to 115 South Loudon Street, just a few stores down, to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles with the He-Man style logo. When you can find them on Facebook. Their email is timetravelertoys@gmail.com. And you can get comic books, toys, and collectibles. And you can actually get He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, Star Wars, Star Trek, WWE stuff. You can just find just about anything there. And go in and see Charles, tell him I sent you. So let's go ahead and look at our feature presentation of the week. And once again, thank you, Joe Motion Videos 82 for this Alley-Viper. But I actually don't have the Pursuit of Cobra file card, but I do have the one that came with this ugly guy. Sorry, Brian, but his color scheme is ugly, and I'll explain why later on. But this is the Alley-Viper card, as you can see, with the orange and the blue uniform picture there with the Cobra logo underneath. But it says codename Alley-Viper, Cobra Urban Assault Trooper. And the card reads, Alley-Vipers are urban assault specialists. They utilize tactics and equipment similar to those used by SWAT units in cases of rioting, crowd control, and heavily armed attackers. But Alley-Vipers use them to instigate chaos and spearhead assaults rather than contain them. They are equipped with heavy body armor, advanced night optics, covert observation gear, and an arsenal of weapons, masters of brute force and diabolical treachery. Alley-Vipers use any means necessary to achieve their objectives. To graduate from their training program, they are required to survive a full burst of machine gun fire across their frontal body armor, execute a 30-foot jump onto concrete with full combat load, and run down 100-meter gas-filled corridors without a gas mask. Man, Cobra Commander really makes these guys seem like they want to die. But the quote at the bottom reads, when you see us coming, you have 3 choices. Run, fight, or surrender. If you run, we will hunt you. If you fight, we will crush you. If you surrender, we will make you wish you never been born. Especially with all their training, hey, they would be killers. So let's take a look at Alley-Viper's accessories, starting with his figure stand, upraised Cobra logo, Alley-Viper on the front, unless I said many times I like it with just the name on the front. That's his figure stand. He comes with his usual Alley-Viper face mask with the movable shields, but his is actually in red, which is actually pretty awesome. He comes with the typical, whoa, see if I can grab a hold of him. Don't need the billy club. But he comes with 2 knives, which go one in his forearm and one on his chest. He also comes with this grappling hook rifle, so he can climb, which actually attaches to his urban assault backpack with 3 grenades at the top. It's highly sculpted. One Butterfingers today, but this is his battle gear or battle backpack, awesomely detailed. He also comes with his assault Uzi, or assault rifle, not really Uzi, but an assault gun with a extended scope. Pretty awesome looking. He also comes with his military police style baton, olden day batons. He comes with his riot shield, which is awesomely designed. Cobra logo on the front, red with the dotted white spots across the front. And right there is his handle, and then a place you can store the billy club. And also, as a bonus with this figure, he comes with a Laser Viper style mask, or helmet, which is very remnants of the Laser Viper. And he also comes with a gas mask. Whoa, Butterfingers, seriously Butterfingers today. But this is the gas mask, awesomely detailed and sculpted. But let's take a look at the Alley-Viper. As you can see, there's the sleeve for the one knife. Got the black mask on his head. Gray padding right there. Golden grenade. Plenty of dark gray pouches on the front with the red vest. Black undershirt with gray pouches and Cobra symbols on it. And there's the sleeve for the other knife. Comes down to his little belt with the little hooks and the little pouches and whatnot all across the belt. He comes down with black pants with a gold pouch right there. Black pouch right there. Like grayish knee pads all the way down to his black boots. So let's take a look at his articulation. His head can rotate 360 all the way around. His arm can lift to right there. His arm can rotate all the way around. Full 360. He can bend at the elbow, rotate at the elbow, as well as rotate at the wrist, the full 360. He does have the ab crunch, but it's not visible with his web gear. He can spread his legs to right about there. His leg can lift up to here. Double joints at the knee. And he does have his ankle bend as well as the swivel. Yeah, and that's how it is. So let's look at Alley-Viper all geared up. So here's Alley-Viper, how I display him. Of course I keep that helmet on, but you could exchange it with the gas mask or the Laser Viper helmet. But the Alley-Viper makes his first comic book appearance in issue number 92. And he also makes his first animated appearance in the Deke animated series, the 5-part miniseries, Operation Dragonfire in Part 2. But he does only appear in the comic and the cartoon wearing this uniform. Which I always stated, with this uniform is very open and like, invitation, shoot me please, you know, I want to die so you can see me attitude. And but if you're an urban assault trooper, I would rather have my urban assault troopers dressed in this because it's more easy to hide in the shadows. I think this is more a realistic and better looking view of Alley-Viper. But of course, a lot of people like the classics, like my friend Byron, who actually sent me this figure. This one I do prefer. Well, this one I kept on the middle tier just because of the popularity of Alley-Viper. This one I have at the top tier. This is like a top tier figure for me. This is my favorite version of the Alley-Viper. Because like I said, he's more easily concealed in the shadows to start his riots. He doesn't make any appearances in the comic book or the cartoon in this uniform, unfortunately. But this is like my favorite Alley-Viper figure. So I do have 2 Alley-Vipers for my unit. But this is the end of the March issue, March reviews. But tune in next week as I start my review for April, as I will be reviewing a very, very popular character in his 3rd uniform. But this is Snake Eyes. You know, I really love this figure, but I'll get to talking to him here in the next video. But this has been it for Alley-Viper. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video and the comparison with the rise of the Defensive Cobra Island version and the Pursuit of Cobra version. Tune in next week as we review Snake Eyes. I hope y'all have a great week. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and see y'all next week and next month. So we can review Snake Eyes. And as I always say, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See y'all in the next one. Have a good week. Love y'all. Y'all have a good week.